Hello everyone, I'm RecB5,
And I am Sandman99.
and welcome back to Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds.
Yeah.
And today we are going to be doing our challenge mode thing, and we're going to be going up against Bloom, but I think I have to play a couple more tournaments before I actually unlock him first, so we're going to do a couple tournaments first.
Yeah, it seems like almost all the tournaments now have special rules of some sort.
Yep. And, yeah, like this one has strong wind, rainy weather, female only, and hole shuffle. So, yes. Special rules are definitely in. But I believe I'm supposed to use Bjorn for Bloom. That's what people wanted to see, so
Okay.
that'll be tough, using Bjorn for that. But, you know what? Maybe we'll do the female only first and the Euro Classic first. Because I'm not really sure. I don't think that I can necessarily score well enough on these with Bjorn to win them. But, yeah. Maybe I'll just focus on playing and winning the tournaments first. And who should I use for the female-only Highland tournament?
Well, somebody who hits the ball far and high, probably.
Yeah, well, you know, there's nobody who hits the ball high among the current females that we have.
Oh.
They all hit the ball mid, and they all hit the ball straight. I think every single one of them hits the ball mid and straight.
Wow.
According to Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds logic, women hit the ball mid and straight.
Oh.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't played with Alex in a while, or I don't know if we've ever played with Alex, to be honest. But maybe we'll play with Alex for a little while.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Well, she is the feature cover character, right?
Yeah, she's also I think a DLC character, too. I can't remember.
All the way.
Oh.
And so, you know, she actually doesn't get unlocked in the main game, I think.
Really?
Yeah, but I have both the physical copy and the digital copy of this game, and we're actually playing on the digital copy right now. Not that I think that you can even log into PSN on this thing anymore, but, you know. Not that I've tried, either.
Good luck now. Thanks. Go on. Good luck.
Alright. And Alex at least has pretty decent control, so we won't have some of the same issues that we were having the other day.
Nice shot.
Well,
There we go.
Looks like she can hit the ball pretty far, too.
Yeah, well, she's got the big Magnum clubs on her, right?
Nice shot.
Wow, look at this.
Oh no.
Almost inside the 3-foot circle.
Yep. Now this will totally screw up my putting, playing on this course first. Because the greens are very, very easy on this course.
Well, maybe this is just a warm-up, though, really, hey?
Yeah, well, there you go. I didn't do a warm-up today, so this is my warm-up. That's the way we can look at it.
Nice shot. Nicely on. Chance for a birdie. Get it in. It's a down slope. No, I'm to get my good side.
Well, you've jumped into the lead already.
Yep. Yeah, the funny thing is this is a relatively easy course, and I guess I do play a lot of female characters just because I like the straight shot trajectory. I tend to favor that. Although I also like the high shot trajectory, and characters who tend to hit a high shot also tend to hit a fade. That's always been a trend in these games, not sure why. There is one character I can think of that hits a high draw, but yeah. Maybe I'll aim this a little bit in.
Way to go.
And it's because it just gives you more shot options, right? because you can hit draws or you can hit fades. Although characters who hit a fade, you can hit like the super big banana with them, and that can be valuable sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
On into...
A little bit inaccurate. I was assuming the ball would affect me more than the wind.
You could get an eagle here. It's an upslope. The slope's to the left.
Might have hit that a little too hard.
Oh, it was close.
Nice touch. Chance for a birdie.
Now make sure to get my good side.
Well, it was an easy birdie anyway.
Although everybody eagled that hole.
Except you.
Yeah, well, I'm number one, so they can, you know, screw them.
Yeah. So, this morning you were answering comments on our Crusaders football.
Yes, I was.
And having a little bit of fun because a couple of our regular viewers were looking to see if you had added any variety to your playbook.
A little bit.
You know,
a little bit.
They're looking for things like you know, stretch runs and curls and you know, dive plays and.
Well, we'll also have a little bit of runs between the center and the guard, of course.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and also some runs around the tackles on both sides, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
All's well that ends well.
And you might even occasionally throw a pass.
Go on. Get that birdie.
When mandated.
Down.
Yeah.
The slope is to the right.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Not quite hard enough.
Yeah.
See, with those putts, instead of paying attention to the numbers, I try to look more at like the gradient color, the color gradient of the grid, and read where the slope starts and try to hit it just hard enough so that it catches the slope, and then starts to roll down.
And I guess that noise was like the doot doot doo doo in the last one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You get a wow instead of doot 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 doot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Because you've fallen out of the lead.
Yep.
Good shot.
Put a little top spin on this one.
Yeah, it looks like. Oh, look at this! It's going in.
Nice. Yeah, I just wanted to
Wow.
be able to hit that same club into that headwind without having to club up or down, so I
Yeah.
put top spin on it.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that.
Eagle.
I love this game.
That'll make up for the missed out eagle.
Yeah. Well, now you're back in the lead again.
But yeah, mostly you just have to take a look at the kinds of things that you can do, right? So like on that particular play, or on that particular shot, I just wanted to keep the ball low so that I wouldn't have to club up or down. And so I just hit the ball full power and put topspin on it.
Yeah. Well, that shot was almost like what you'd need to do on a par 3 to get a hole in one. Like, wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Now with that headwind being 3.8 meters per second,
Yeah,
I can't
that's
drive
why-
this green.
Yeah, that's why I noticed you looked at it and then you changed your mind.
See, topspin would be really nice into this headwind here too, but you can't topspin going up a hill.
Well,
I mean,
you're also hitting a sand wedge, so
Yeah,
you know.
I might hit a pitching wedge. I mean, it gets complicated, right? Maybe I'll hit a full power sand wedge and accept that I'm going to hit the front edge of the green. I'll try to play a fade and catch the front left edge there, and then just putt it in that way. And hopefully that works out.
Nice shot.
Well, you made it inside the circles anyway.
Chance for a birdie. Before you shoot. It slopes down.
Yeah, because you mostly... It's not necessarily about getting as close to the hole as possible. It's about getting to a point where you know that you can putt it in, right?
Wow, like everybody on the leaderboard is at -6 right now.
I mean, this is the easiest course in the game.
Yeah, but still, tough competition. Wow.
Nice shot.
That's something they seem to have done in this game that they didn't have in previous ones. It seems like these tournaments, the AI generated scores seem to be a little bit tougher.
Yeah, they play a little better, I suppose you could say. Ah, no spin.
You're close.
That was still a pretty good shot.
It slopes down.
Now make
That's
sure
a
to get my
birdie.
good side.
But yeah, where you'd actually talk or see that green positioning thing in action that I was talking about is especially on like the Euro GC,
Yeah.
where there are particularly flat areas on certain sides of the pin and particularly slopey areas on certain other sides.
Sounds like you need to know your course too, in those cases.
You do, yeah. We'll try that. We'll see if I overhit that. I might have overhit that.
No, it's going to be almost a hole in one. Wow.
Close. Chance for a birdie.
Get it in. Can you do it?
Now make sure to get my good side.
Yeah, when you have a really long green like that, you can afford to not hit backspin shots if you can read the green. And you're just trying to like hit it like a really long putt by the time it lands on the green, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, finishing up with a par 5.
Go on.
Well, this is an 18-hole tournament, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So many of these tournaments are 9 holes now. I was just assuming.
Yeah, I think this is the first 18-hole we played in a while.
Well, you get a couple of them every grouping now, right?
Yep.
Because you have played an 18-hole tournament last episode, too.
That'll be a bit further to the left than I was hoping for, but it might still be okay. As long as we're far enough back from this hill that I can hit over it, we're good.
Nice shot.
Well, it looks like you had no trouble clearing the hill. Wow. Look at that.
Pretty tough to stop a 3-wood, though.
Yeah, I know, but still, when you get a 16-foot putt for an eagle, I mean, you're in good shape.
Chance for an eagle. It's an upslope.
There we go.
An eagle.
I love this game.
I mean, I do have a top score on this course of something like -17.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's what it says.
Here we go.
Thank you.
You want to put it over there, pal?
stronger wind.
Good shot. One, two, three. Get overexcited.
Hmm.
Good shot.
Well, you seem like you're pretty on today, considering that you didn't do a warm-up
Chance for a
today.
birdie.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know. Some days I have good days, some days I have bad days. But I also don't want to speak too early, too, because, again, this is a very, very easy course.
Oh, you're starting to open up a bit of a lead now.
We're getting cloudy. I don't think we're raining yet. Alex is, bad in the rain, I think.
Oh.
Nice shot. Okay, dookie.
That might be a little too hard.
Ooh, they hit the pin.
Chance for a birdie.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's a little too hard if your aim is dead on.
Yeah.
I'll make
That's a
sure to get my
birdie.
good side.
Because it's definitely a nice change playing with a character with a high control rating.
Now it's raining.
Dreadful weather.
Yep, there's our rain.
Said nothing about rain.
Yep. Now you're going to have to hit with a heavier club or something, probably, because don't you lose distance in the rain?
I do, yeah, and I lose control, and I lose impact. But I'm just going to try to hit this full because it is downhill.
Ah.
And I'll
Yeah,
try
actually,
to just...
you should carry most of the, to the green anyway, right?
assuming I can get more than 91% power. If I get 91% power, I'll come short.
Oh.
Good shot.
But I also tend to be a bit worse off myself in general in the rain.
Well, the cup is there.
Chance for a birdie.
Wow, it's completely flat.
Now make sure to get my good side.
Yeah, a lot of these greens are very, very flat. Oh, we've got a tailwind here and no more rain, huh?
Yep. Looks like the rain was only here for... It's like Alberta weather.
Ha 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 ha.
You're gonna have to explain what you're doing here.
I'm basically taking the same route I always do, which is trying to line up a shot so that I can hit between these trees.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a raise in the fairway there, too, which means my ball will come out a little higher.
Oh.
But, yeah. I'm just trying to land it so that on my second shot, I can hit it over that little house there and over everything else with a bit of loft.
Oh.
Shoot. Oh, excuse me. Nice shot.
Attacking the hole, are we?
One, two. Don't get
What club you
overexcited.
got?
Wow, you don't even have to hit a driver off the deck for this second shot. Huh?
Nope. But I do have to get it over that bunker, which is somewhat difficult. And that I'm not sure if I can do. I might just plop it straight into the bunker. Trying
Maybe.
this.
Maybe.
Way to go.
I mean, four.
Oh, you
I
made
carried
it
it.
over.
A little bit further to the left than I expected, but that's alright.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, look, I'm shaking. Chance for an eagle. It slopes up.
It's funny how she was going 4 and all that kind of stuff. Like, she thought maybe you were going to hit it out of bounds or something, and then you landed it on the green.
Well, there is a hazard over there, right? Like
Yeah.
with that house.
Go! Oh!
I was just a little bit off.
Yep, that was pretty close.
Get that birdie.
This could get it in.
Now make sure to get my good side.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to hit the ball out of bounds there if you hit that house.
You still have one diehard there that's 4 shots back of you, hey?
Ah, they can keep trying.
Nice shot.
108.
Don't get
What's
overexcited.
left you got?
Oh, that's
Might have wanted to play that a little bit more to the right.
Oh, throw that in, well.
chance for a birdie.
However, you don't have to be super accurate on this course in order to score well, right?
Birdie.
You just have to basically hit every fairway and hit every green.
Yep.
And if you can do that, you can do well on this course.
Nice shot.
I'll hit a high draw off the tee here and try to bounce it off this hill and let the wind slow me up so I don't roll into that bunker.
Yeah. So I know it's a ways away yet, but what game is next after this one? Because I know we had some viewers leaving comments asking questions about that.
Yes, it'll be Hot Shots Golf World Invitational.
Oh, okay.
And I do have that one. That one is a digital download only release game in the West. I suppose you could always pick up a physical copy of the Japanese version, but I don't believe it was actually released in physical copy in the West. So,
And it's a PS3 game?
yeah, it's a PS3 game, and it's also a PS Vita game, and I have it on the Vita, and I have the physical copy there.
Good shot.
But if I had the option to have a physical copy of it here, I definitely would.
Yeah.
Go on. Get that birdie. It slopes down. That's a birdie.
Yeah, well, they did have, I guess the PS3 would be the first console that they had where they started doing the digital download thing, right?
That's right, yep.
Yeah. Because I know my version... No, I can't remember now if my version of Dragon's Dogma was a digital download or if it was a disc.
I own, like, 2 different versions of it. Both of them are disc-based.
Yeah. I know that I can run the game on my PS3 without the disc.
Yep.
Maybe it was the Dark Arisen DLC that I added that was a digital download, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I think
Can't-
I have,
I can't remember now. It was so many years ago.
I'm pretty sure I have 2 discs, and one is just the original game, and one is the original game plus Dark Arisen. See, if I hit a fade here, then my ball should roll with the green.
And go into the hole.
Well, I doubt that.
Good shot.
That might not have been so good.
Oop.
Oh no.
Well, you know what? That's 9. That's you're on the fringe, but you're still within the outer circle, right?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Super
Doink.
backspin 3-iron.
Wow. Well, you're on pace to break your personal best on this course now.
Smoothly does it.
It would be nice if I could.
But yeah, I don't like the. Well, I guess we both have a few digital download games now.
I was,
But,
I more bought into it before I started to form my opinions on it, right? Because, at first it was just like a new novel thing, right? And everybody was getting into it. And of course I did some of that myself, but, nowadays I'm very big on physical ownership.
Yeah.
Especially because of the whole emulation angle too, right? Like, I like to go back and I like to play a lot of old games, and in order to emulate them legally, you should own them legally, which means you should have physical copies. And it's also easier to rip a physical copy from a disc than it is to rip a copy from your PS3's hard drive, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot more complicated. So when I built my gaming desktop, I even built my gaming desktop with the intention of ripping PS3 Blu-rays.
Way to go!
Shot.
Well, I know I bought a few games from GOG where I don't have a physical copy, obviously, because their store is built entirely on, downloadable,
Yep.
right?
But they also are a bit different, though, too, in that they actually give you ownership of the game, even if you only have the digital copy.
Yeah.
Whereas you can't just go to a store and redeem your downloaded copy of Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds, right? And download it and save it to your hard drive forever, whatever, right? Like, technically you purchased a I purchased an indefinite license to play my digital copy of the game.
Good shot.
And that's actually what you get a lot of times with, like, services like Steam and stuff, too. Like, that's what Steam is. You're getting a perpetual, indefinite license to play the game rather than getting ownership over your copy of the game.
Yeah.
And that distinction is why I tend to be very gung-ho on the DRM-free thing.
I love this game!
Yeah.
There we go, minus 20.
Yeah, well, and also, Steam will tend to force updates on games that you purchase from them, too.
Yeah, they're very big on the auto-update thing.
Without bothering to ask you first, right?
I think, like, a decade ago, you could set a game to never update.
Yeah.
But, of course, you can't set Steam to never update.
Well, and the thing is that recently... oh, wow, that's Bloom, huh?
Yep.
Recently, some of the good old Bethesda titles, they've been doing the money grab thing and doing more recent reworks or updates or whatever to those games.
Yep, but it breaks your mods.
But it breaks all your mods. And so I've got it set up so that it blocks updates for a couple of those games.
Yep.
But recently you had to do about an 8-hour surgery session on one of them, on my Skyrim SE, because what happened was, for some reason, the Steam updater tried to initiate the download to me, even though I have it blocked, and of course then, because I have it blocked, it read it as a disk error on the download.
Yep.
And then it wouldn't boot my game, right? So, but at least managed to keep my game folder intact without being, messed up by it. What happened was it was, I guess, mainly a software key thing, license key thing.
No, it wasn't even that. It was more just I'm not exactly sure what the issue was, but basically what I did is you can download manifests of like sections of the game files off of Steam using the Steam console download depot command. And I just proceeded to download all of the things for the version that you required for your mods to run, and then I just started comparing the files side by side in order to figure out which ones I needed to replace and which ones I needed to keep.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? That's a 15-year-old game. I don't want to update it again. It's already, I've been playing it in its current state for years. Even the body slide model that I have is from 2019.
Yep.
I'm not interested in updating the game anymore. As far as I'm concerned, I've already got it set up so that it's basically its best form.
Especially
because
it's a single-player game. It's not vital that it gets updated. Right? Because you're not connecting to a network or anything like that.
Yeah, and you know what? If they want to, basically a lot of these updates that Steam is doing to you is as a result of Bethesda trying to do the money grab thing. Like, they basically figured out another way to try and peddle their paid mods. They release a new version, and if you pay $40, you get this new version that includes a whole bunch of these Creation Club creations, right?
Yeah.
The things that not enough people were buying probably on their own, and then so they decided they'd just bundle them and charge a bunch of money for them, right?
Nice shot.
But in order to set some of this stuff up, they have to send you updates to your game too.
Yep.
In order, so that they can have, because you're basically now, even though I don't use any of those creations, if I look in my data folder for my my game,
They get pre-downloaded.
I still see a whole bunch of files in there from the Creation Club.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, they get pre-downloaded for you.
And they basically live there now, even though they're not active.
Yeah.
Right? Oh,
Wait.
well,
Get it in.
Do it.
he didn't do very well.
No, I can't believe he bogeyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloom's particular thing is he's got the best side spin rating in the game.
Oh, yeah.
So he has like an S rating in side spin.
Yes, I did it.
Nice birdie.
Yes, I did it.
But anyway, I very much don't appreciate that kind of thing, which is why I actually don't buy games from Steam anymore.
Yeah, unless like it's a thing where like I'm gonna like hang out with my friends and they want to like play a very specific game that can only be found on Steam, which doesn't happen very often. I'm also very much like I buy all my games off GOG, or a lot of times too when I go to play games with people, I end up just playing old games, right? Like I end up playing games that are say 10, maybe even 20 years old sometimes. Just because we all have it and we don't have to worry about getting it or anything like that.
Yeah, and a lot of these companies now, because of the things that they're doing with some of their newer games, like that, I know you've told me before, and actually from a lot of the stuff that I watch on YouTube, it's a pretty good indicator too. Most people play older games. They don't buy new games very much. Wow, that was pretty flashy entrance.
He's a pretty flashy guy. Some of the shots that he can make and everything else.
Yeah. But, like people aren't really, buying a lot of the new games, and they're a lot more choosy about what they purchase now, right?
Yeah. Well, especially because games are getting more and more expensive as well.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you're going to get something that you're going to appreciate, and also maybe something that is going to last more than like 6 or 8 or 9 hours of gameplay.
I think though that the maybe the age of the consumer that will buy a game, play it for a few hours for a month or so, and then they discard it and move on to the next thing, because games are so expensive now. I think more people are looking for gameplay experiences that will last them for years,
Maybe.
Because that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in something that I can pick up and play years later and still get enjoyment out of it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not looking for the flavor of the month thing that I'm probably going to put in maybe 80 or 100 hours, and then I'll never play it again, right?
Yeah, I have never been like that myself either. And I mean, I'm not even talking like 80 or 100 hours. Some people, they play games like it's a theme park attraction, right? Where they play a game for a couple of hours and then they buy a new game, and they play it for a couple hours and they buy a new game. I know a guy who has a decent amount of disposable income, and he's like that, right? Where he'll just go around and he'll buy everything and play everything for a couple hours, and then he'll delete it off of his hard drive and never play again, right?
Wow.
And he never goes back to play old stuff because he's only interested in having new experiences, kind of thing, right? He never really gets attached to a particular game.
Yeah.
And so, maybe that's a different and valid perspective, but it's not the way that I personally perceive gaming, right?
Yeah. Well, there's one new game that's come out in the last year that might be a Fallout 4 or Skyrim-ish kind of game too, right?
Yeah.
It's called Expedition 33.
Ah.
And apparently it's winning awards, and because I guess it's award season for video games or something.
I see.
And apparently at one of the awards events, it was nominated for like 7 awards, and it won all 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, it's kind of like a RPG adventure type thing, maybe similar to you know, the same kind of idea as Skyrim might be, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll watch some gameplay on that on YouTube, because I think I can find some.
Ooh.
Ooh, he's
That
in
was
trouble.
not a good shot.
Yep. Okay, he's not in as much trouble as I thought he would be, but he's
Assuming
still
he's past the bushes.
he's still in trouble. Oh, okay. Wow, it just magically appeared.
Yeah, they take the bushes out of...
The bush goes poof and bursts out of the ground just as he swings, right?
Left slope.
But yeah, like if I look at some gameplay and if it looks like it's the style of game that I like, then I might consider getting that one. Because I've heard that... oh, close. I've heard a lot of good things about it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'll play all kinds of games. Like, I will play action games, and I will play shorter games, too. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Well,
matter to me.
Well, I like the RPG style game like Skyrim or
Yeah.
Fallout 4 or even Cyberpunk, right? I like that type of game.
But I still want to know what I'm buying before I buy it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. That's why, you know, nowadays I'll watch, you know, gameplay, basically.
Yeah.
Right? On Odyssey, or, you know, if I can't find it on Odyssey, I'll hold my nose and watch it on YouTube.
Nice shot.
Just gotta roll it past that tree so that I can have a window to aim at this green through.
Let's go.
You might be aiming a little too far to the left over there. There's a bunker that way.
Nice shot.
Yep, and he just... Oh, well, I guess the...
Oh, look at this.
The raised rough kept him out of the bunker.
Yeah.
So you were so eager to get to Bloom, you didn't play all the tournaments you were
Oh,
eligible to play first?
I'll still play all the tournaments. I
Yeah,
just wanted to do the Bloom thing.
You just wanted to get on it right away.
That's right.
Yeah. But anyway, that. You know, if I'm an example of a typical gamer, I guess. I mean, that's my attitude these days, right? I want to know what I'm getting, and I want to know that it's going to be something that I'm going to enjoy,
Yeah.
and I also want to own it.
And
Right.
not buy into something that's a total continuous cash grab.
Yeah, and I don't like microtransactions.
Yep. I'm like you that way.
And once it's purchased, I don't want to have to be forced to make changes to it. You know, like if the company that produced it has updates, they can ask me if I'd like to update it or not, and tell me what the updates do,
Yeah.
and then I can decide if I want to update it or not.
Well, that's the nice thing about GOG is you don't even have to use their client. You can just download the backup installers instead.
Yeah.
And that's actually the primary way I install games from GOG is I will go and I'll buy a game and then instead of using their client, I'll just download the backup installers. And that works doubly well too because I also tend to run all my games on Linux through Wine, right?
Yeah.
Which is like an implementation of the Windows API for running Windows games. So,
But anyway, oh, look at
all
that.
right.
Now what? Super skilled expert character has appeared.
Yep, we've hit the expert level.
So there's like 4 of them?
Yep, at least. Yeah, technically Gloria is also an expert level character. And I think there's 5 expert level characters that are vanilla, and then also Kratos is an expert level character.
Good luck.
Basically, they hit the ball further, and they have very high stats, like very high control, very high spin, that kind of thing, but they tend to have smaller impact zones. Although, as you've seen with the whole way that this goes, the impact zone size isn't as much of a factor when you have, what's it called? When you have the ability to use the advanced shot mode here.
So now you're going to play a couple of tournaments with this guy, hey?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I unlocked him, right? And he's
Yep.
the only guy, I think, who doesn't have any favoritism now, or any loyalty. Yeah, loyalty. I don't know why I keep calling it favoritism all the time. So, We'll play a couple tournaments with him, and it's funny because we can give him the pinhole ball, which totally takes away his strength, but at the same time, we give him the pinhole ball, and he can still side spin the ball. I wonder how good of a fade you can hit with a B side spin rating.
I don't know.
Now, he does hit the ball a little bit shorter than I'm used to, so that'll take a little bit of an adjustment. But I guess I did alright with Bjorn.
Oh, whole shuffle again.
Yep.
Focus.
But anyway, I think that's what gaming development companies need to get back to, is they need to get back to...
Making a single final release of a game.
well, and considering consumer rights more, right?
I'm good.
That's a
No,
pretty
like-
good fade.
Like, if you're going to purchase a game, you're purchasing a copy of it. And you can decide if you want to make changes to it or not yourself.
And also, too, if they need to charge more for a game in order to give me ownership of that game, I am actually personally happy to pay a higher price if I get to have total ownership and control over that game.
Yeah. You know, because as far as I'm concerned, digital download or not, it should be the same thing as as the good old days when you had to actually go to the store and buy a copy of the disc off the shelf. Right?
And again, that's why I buy everything off GOG, right?
Yeah. And and also these games should be not completely dependent on keeping servers up forever or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, I gotta play it.
Because there's a lot of those, what do they call those now? They're only online play?
Yeah, they're like online service gamers.
Yeah. And what happens is if that game, like a lot of those games actually have bombed in the last year or so. Like they get almost no players and that kind of thing. And the only way that they actually get players is if they include those games in some of these online subscription services, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm not interested in at all either, because
It's like paying rental.
why do I want to pay $30 a month when I might, see one game in 3 years that I'm interested in buying? If I pay $80 to buy that one game and that comes out every 3 years that I'm interested in buying, well, I'm not going to gain anything by paying $30 a month. It's like you're basically paying for 4 games a year.
Yeah. Well, basically, I mean, like, you remember how I told you about those people who view gaming more as like a theme park experience?
Yeah, I guess that people like that, but still, you gotta realize that,
Slope to the right.
like basically, what you're doing is you're doing the equivalent of buying 4 games a year when you do that, right?
Yeah.
Assuming that they're AAA titles, like that go for $70 or $80 a copy nowadays, right? There's still lots of indie developers and that kind of thing. Apparently, Expedition 33, which is supposed to be a contender for Game of the Decade even,
A slope to the right.
was made by a bunch of guys who used to work for Ubisoft.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like an independent studio
Yep.
and small. And
They probably got tired of Ubisoft's corporate crap.
well, or they all decided together that they had a different vision of how a video game should be made or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know all the ins and outs. All I know is that they were a bunch of ex-developers from Ubisoft, right? And Ubisoft apparently is in trouble these days. Like, none of their big titles are selling very well and that kind of thing.
Yep.
And these guys that basically created their own small independent studio produced a game that's way better than anything that Ubisoft has done in the last couple or 3 years, right?
Yep.
Although the person that I've watched regularly that has been describing this game, like I said, I haven't seen any gameplay yet. But that person tends to favor action game type things.
Yeah.
So I really don't know if it might end up being like one of those types of games, which I don't really care for personally, right?
Good luck.
Because I find them to be too stressful and too intense. You know,
Well, I mean, everybody's got their own preferences, right?
yeah, exactly. I'm not saying that that action games are bad. It's just that they're not my
Your cup of tea.
yeah, they're not my cup of tea, really. Just because you know, they tend to be at an intensity level that's a little bit higher for me. Like, I watched the Sweater Vest Gamer play games like the Spider-Man remake and the latest God of War and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And to me, I mean, he seemed to be enjoying himself, but to me, those games are just a little bit too frantic and a little bit too, you know, just too much.
That's
right?
fair. That's fair. Right? They make different types of games for different types of people.
Yeah. And I don't want to have a button mashing experience where I'm constantly being assailed by endless waves of enemies, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, because you know, I prefer something along the pace of something like Skyrim or even Fallout 4, where, yeah, there's a set number of enemies in an area, but you can you know, decide how you're going to approach it. You can use stealth, or you can you know, charge in, or you can do a combination of the two things, or whatever. Like, you can use different tactics.
Yeah.
Whereas, like with the God of War thing that I saw, it looks like you just wade in swinging, and you just keep hacking and slashing until all the enemies are gone, right? And there's a lot of them.
Yep.
But there doesn't seem to be a like a stealth element to it, or you know what I mean. Like, there's no real tactics, right?
Hopefully I hit that hard enough.
To make it over the water. Oh yeah, you made it.
Oh, maybe I hit it a little too hard.
Yeah, it looks like it might roll off the back. Whoa!
I mean, I'm hitting a 5-wood, so it's kind of hard to stop it, right?
Well, I guess you have a chip-in opportunity now.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're thinking.
And then, of course, there's good old games like the Madden. Oh, look at this. See? There's a chip-in opportunity.
Yep.
Like the Madden 04, Madden 05, and that kind of thing. You know, like games where owning a physical copy, because those games are so old. I mean, if you didn't own a physical copy, you wouldn't be able to play them, right?
Yeah, mostly because it's, you know, legal issues, right? So if you own a physical copy and you own the game console, then you can legally emulate the thing, right? To put it simply.
Yeah, I know, but there was never a digital, downloadable, purchasable copy of those games to begin with, right?
No.
You know, like, basically the only way you could purchase them was to get a physical copy.
Of course, if you could still buy a physical copy of games out there today, I still would.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If they still had stores, like I used to enjoy going into the you know, game store and browsing what was on the shelves and that kind of thing, right?
Yep.
In fact, that's how I found a lot of the things that I liked, because a lot of those games, unless they were like the you know, AAA big studio productions, they didn't have TV advertising budgets or that kind of thing.
Yep.
So, you know, like you might not even hear of a game unless you go to the store and kind of browse through it and see what's there.
Well,
right?
gaming was a lot smaller prior to, say, I don't know, 2008 too, right? Like, there weren't a lot of video game ads on TV. I remember, and it was several years ago, you and I happened to be sitting in the same room, even, and there was an ad for a particular video game on TV. I can't even remember what it was now, but we were surprised to see the ad on TV.
Yeah, that would have been almost like the first time that they started doing television advertising, right?
And it's not that, like, video games didn't get television advertisements before, but, like, it was uncommon at a time, at a particular time.
Yeah, well, and I don't remember what the title was either, but probably it was one of the AAA, like what they refer to as the AAA, like, big studio.
Or what would end up being
like,
known as, at least.
It might have been an EA sports title, to tell you the truth, because I think they've been, you know, like, doing the television advertising thing for a long time, right?
I guess nowadays, like, I don't remember the last time I saw a game ad on TV now.
Yeah.
I guess I should say, too. Well, that's going to be in the bunker.
No good.
Yeah, well, nowadays, though, with, you know, like YouTube and Odyssey and all the other, you know, like, various platforms that are out there, they have a totally different way of advertising now, right?
It's downhill.
Well, also, too...
But you still do see, like, I can remember seeing ads for some of the bigger video games on TV still. Right?
I guess I'd say, too, one way that a game technically gets advertising is simply by going on sale, right?
Yep.
In a way. In a way, going on sale is the same as advertising, because suddenly your game is in a specialized section of the store now.
Nice shot.
Take it.
Yeah, and I guess if you're so inclined, a lot of people can browse the GOG store or browse the Steam store
And
too,
filter
and
by
see-
what's on sale, yeah.
Well, and also filter by categories, you know, according to your interests and that kind of thing too, right?
Check out my major moves, man.
Well, the people in this tournament are way worse than the one at the Highland tournament. Like, what happened?
Yeah, I don't know. You had some tough competition at that one, but you've only got 2 power shots left.
I think they're the last hole, though.
Ah,
Nice shot.
I just need to get it around that windmill and bounce it off the cart path.
yep. Big bounce off the cart path.
And that makes this hole a lot shorter.
Good luck.
But yeah, I mean, you know what? I you know, bought a lot of the games that I have recently off of GOG, like Fallout New Vegas. I got
Yep.
from GOG, and you know what? I modded that game a little bit, but I also, you know, am glad that I'm not going to have updates forced on me for that one if they ever do decide to do something like that. And I'm kind of waiting because, you know what, I'd like to try out the Oblivion remaster, but I'm kind of waiting for, because I imagine it will end up on GOG eventually too, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to buy it from Steam. I'm going to wait until it comes out on GOG, and then I'll buy it there.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you're so close. It looked full. Well, you got one more tournament to play yet anyway, don't you?
Yep, I
Yeah.
do.
So there you go. You'll get him this time.
Actually, I think I've got 2 more tournaments left to play. But they're both 9-hole, I think.
Ah. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, we've got the Okinawa and the Great Safari one. The Great
Okay.
Safari one's the only one that doesn't have any rules, but it does have long tee.
Well, that's sort of a special rule too, right?
In a way.
Sort of.
Sure, let's do it.
Well,
Rainy weather with strong wind. I don't know if Bloom is bad in rain or not. I didn't even check his weaknesses. We could be in for a round if he's weak in the rain. Totally didn't check.
Points match.
Yeah, that was the same rule that I had to fight Z with in Hot Shots Golf 4, if you remember.
Yeah.
So
How
even if
do
you,
they do this in a random tournament, though?
I don't know if this one has points match, but basically, because all tournaments have points come into it, and it's based off how many fairways you hit, how close you get into
So
the
it's
pin.
not your score, then it's the total number of points that you have. That's what it means.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. So in theory, you could score lower, but not have as many points.
Well, it's more of a tiebreaker thing.
Oh,
So if you have the same score, but they have more points,
yeah. Okay. Yep. The rain slowed you down a little bit there.
Yeah, that's all right.
It goes left.
Oh, I should have hit that a little harder.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd intended to hit that a little harder, but
Expecting that.
I make mistakes.
Yep. Wow, it's raining again. Is it raining every hole here?
Yeah, I
or
believe
what?
it's supposed to be raining every hole for this tournament.
Wow.
And I personally find the rain to be difficult just for me, like as a personal thing. I'm bad at playing in the rain.
Ooh.
Yeah, it ended up way off to the right, didn't it?
Yeah. And then it bent back.
I think so.
Is he at a draw or something, or were you hitting
He has a draw, and he also has, again, the highest side spin rating in the game. So he can really bend the ball.
Oh, whoa, boy.
That is such strong rain. That is very strong rain. Because I hit that harder than I normally would.
Am I dancing?
But damn, that rain.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We'd be 72 yards out. Maybe I hit a 3-wood. Maybe not.
Yep. And another thing, too, we're only just over a week away from the Christmas Football League.
Yeah.
So, Santa and his elves will try and win their third straight championship in the third annual Christmas Football League.
Could be a birdie. It's downhill. Huh?
Yeah, baby.
Slam it in.
Yeah.
Am I dancing?
And of course, that one is always a challenge,
Yep.
because we play that one in Madden 04.
Yeah, and offense is more the thing in Madden 04.
Yeah, playing defense is a challenge in Madden 04.
I didn't quite get enough, well, I might be okay.
Oh, look at this. Oh!
I was a little hesitant on that one because I thought I was getting too far to the left edge of the base of the green there, but I guess I just barely managed to get it in the back door there.
Yeah.
Check out my major moves.
And this season, I'm on offense, and it's going to be a bit of a change from the way I usually play offense, the way people see me play in our football leagues, because I'm normally a passer.
Yeah, and this time you're going to be trying to run more, I heard.
Yeah. Basically, it's going to be 4 yards in a cloud of dust, if possible. Because, believe it or not, passing is much harder in Madden 04 than it is in Madden 05.
Yep.
For a number of reasons. At least I find it to be.
I would agree, yeah.
I know you run the ball a lot in Madden 04 too.
That's because passing is hard. Uh-oh, that might be in the water.
Nope, you made it over. Ooh, and on the fairway too.
Not
So
by
that-
much, though.
Yeah, well, you have another chip-in opportunity here, so, you know. That's not so bad. Oh!
Before you get it in. Get it in. That's par.
Wasn't expecting that.
Damn it.
It was close.
Go.
I'm gonna have to play better if I want to win this tournament.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, well, it's tough when you have rain on every hole.
Ooh, that's not the greatest power percentage. Are we going to make it over the bunker? No.
No, you just plugged it in the bunker. Oh, if it wasn't for the rain, you would have got it in.
Carefully does it before you shoot.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Hole 7.
Go on. Good luck. Smoothly does it.
Good shot. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost getting turning into sun showers now.
Yep.
Focus.
Good shot.
Might be a little to the left. Or not.
Well, you almost made it to the circle.
Chance for a birdie. A slope to the right.
Yeah, baby.
Hit it a little bit hard there, but,
I think you had to, though, because,
well, the brakes play differently when you have to approach them at different speeds as well.
Yeah.
And basically, in the rain, your ball still starts up at the same speed, it just slows down faster. Which is what you have to keep in mind. So the physics are actually different. It's not like a linear thing of I need to hit it this much harder because I'm in the rain.
Good shot.
I didn't play that enough. Will be to the left of the pin, I think. Oh, nope. Maybe not.
nope.
I think so too. Could be a birdie. I think it's uphill. Nice birdie.
Am I dancing?
This is the last hole.
All right.
Yeah, you managed to build yourself a little bit of a lead.
Yep.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah, he's very acrobatic, and apparently also not at all shy about getting mud on his hands.
Yeah.
Because you'd totally make your hands muddy by doing something like that in this weather.
Well, see, those tee-off boxes don't look like they really do in real life, though, too. Right, where you have all the divots and you know, that kind of stuff. Like, maintaining tee boxes must be one of the toughest jobs as a greenskeeper in golf, right?
Probably, yeah.
Like, keeping them actually with grass on them, because people will, you know, like, swing and their club will dig a bunch of dirt out or whatever.
Well, especially when you're hitting irons, it's almost unavoidable that it's going to be in the bunker. But especially when you're hitting irons, because the way you're supposed to hit an iron is you're supposed to have a descending strike on the ball.
Yeah.
Which kind of lends itself to creating divots just naturally. Right?
What the?
Oh,
It was close.
that's okay. We'll put it away with a tap-in birdie.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a birdie.
Am I dancing?
But yeah, it's if you're hitting irons properly, you'll be taking divots more often than not.
Yeah.
Unless the ground is like really, really firm.
Yeah. All I know is I've seen some tee boxes on a busy week at the golf course. They're pretty chewed up.
Yep.
Well played.
Yeah, I suppose it depends too on how much rain they get, right?
Yeah,
and
because
how firm or soft the surface is.
Yeah, because everybody of the hundreds of people that might pass through the course, that that day or that week, are all hitting from that small area too. It's not like the rest of the course where You know, like you have a much greater concentration of shots being taken from a like a small area, right?
Well, that's also why sometimes you'll see people tee up their irons if they're trying to hit an iron off the tee box, right?
Yeah.
Okay, last tournament. What's this one? I think this one's just Safari back tee.
Yeah.
That's going to be really hard with Bloom because he can only hit the ball 277 yards with the current club loadout. And this is a very long and challenging course.
Let me handle this.
Really, in order to play this course particularly well, I would almost say you would want to be able to hit the ball the maximum in this game, which is like 300 yards.
Boy, the maximum distance for shots has increased over the years.
Yeah, it used to be 253 yards back in Hot Shots Golf 1, 264 in Hot Shots Golf 2, and 281 in Hot Shots Golf 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And now it's 300 yards in this one.
I wonder if that is somewhat reflected by real life, though.
Well, they even do
Because
change the design of the clubs.
Yeah, with club technology and that kind of thing, too.
Yep.
And also training methods.
Yep.
You know, like you get some of these guys out there that, you know, like, I don't know, they have specialized training methods to increase their shot power and that kind of thing.
Well, a lot more golfers lift weights these days, too, than what they used to, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you know, technique certainly does go into it, but especially when your technique is a little bit off, being able to muscle it out there certainly helps quite a bit. And also, too, modern club design, like, I guess I'd say, you know, I've hit a steel-headed driver before, and I've hit a steel-headed driver like 300 yards before. And I've hit a modern driver, and I've hit a modern driver like 300 yards before. But the difference is if I sort of toe or heel a modern or an old steel-headed driver, I lose a lot of distance, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if I toe or heel a modern driver, I don't lose that much distance.
Yeah.
And that being said, I would actually say it's harder to hit a modern driver straight, whereas when I heel or toe a steel-headed driver, because I lose all that distance, I also don't get that big of a fade or a draw on it, so they're easier to control. But, like, especially on some of the worst hits you can hit, we're talking, like, I might lose, like, 40 yards of distance if I hit it really badly, right? Whereas a modern driver, if I slice or hook the crap out of it, I'll still hit it, like, 280 yards.
I think so too.
Yeah, it just won't be in play.
Yeah, it just won't be in play, because the amount of curve that you get over that extra distance
Yeah.
is way worse.
Well, the first set of clubs that I ever had were steel-shafted, wooden-headed driver, wooden-headed 3-wood.
Yep. Oh.
And if you did hit them well,
Before you shoot.
you could hit them a long ways, but it was extremely hard to hit them well because the faces on them were very small.
Yep.
And,
You
know,
basically
like-
had to hit them on the screws. That's where that term comes from.
yeah, and if you didn't hit them exactly right, then they just wouldn't go anywhere, right?
Yep. Of course, a professional golfer doesn't really care either way because they can hit the ball perfectly good no matter where they are or what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
Like, those
But-
guys are in a way, they're freaks of nature. Professional
Well-
golfers are freaks of nature.
Well, that's like any other professional sport, though, really, when you think about it, right? You know, like nowadays they train specifically. I mean, you know what? I'm not sure that I've even actually personally met somebody who could throw a baseball almost 100 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I don't think I've ever even known somebody who could throw a baseball that hard, right?
Yep.
You know, so even things like professional level baseball, I mean, those guys are incredible to be able to do that. And
Yep.
to be able to do it repeatedly without hurting themselves.
Absolutely.
Good shot.
That'll be a little to the left of the pin, I think.
You know, and it's funny, a guy I used to work with, I used to make a joke with him that, you know, like I don't really watch baseball unless I feel like I need to take a nap or something, right? You know, because I'm not really a baseball fan, and I find the pace of the game to be a bit slow.
Yeah.
But you still have to admire the the talent that it takes in order to be able to play that game at a high level, right?
Yep.
And you know what? When I was a kid, I
think
played.
I just hit that tree.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I played hockey, and you know what? I was never any better than an average hockey player for my age.
Yeah.
And you know what? Once things started to get more competitive, like when I got up to be about 12 years old or so, you know, like I ended up kind of giving up the game because I wasn't good enough really to play with some of the more talented players, because by the time you got to be about that age is when you start actually having to try out for teams and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
I think it's up
And they'll put you in different levels, I guess, depending on you know, like how good you are at the game. But just the same, you know, like I grew up as a kid that played outside pretty well every day of my life. You know, like I was lean and trim and fit and that kind of thing when I was a kid.
Yep.
Because there wasn't any such thing as video games, and we only had one channel on the TV, and, you know, like there wasn't anything to do inside, right?
Yeah.
And even so, I was not an elite level athlete. You know what I mean? Like I was reasonably good at most things. Like I could participate.
Yeah.
But you know, I was never going to be like the star of the team or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
And but you can still appreciate, you know, like how good a person who even makes it to major junior level as a hockey player can be, right? You overhit it a bit.
That's okay, because the consequence for underhitting it was putting it in the water.
I don't know about this.
You know, but it's funny because you know, like I was
There we go.
I was told a couple of stories by some people who you know, continued. They were decent hockey players, not good enough to be pros, but they continued to play recreational hockey, like into adulthood kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And you know, a couple of, like, one guy that was telling me a story because he went to one of those hockey camps, right?
Yep.
You know, and apparently it was being taught by a pro hockey player, but he was like a fourth line player on one of the professional teams, right?
Yep.
And he says, you know what? People talk disparagingly about fourth line muckers and that kind of thing, he says. But that guy...
He was circus performer good, right?
He was like, compared to the rest of us, even with puck handling skills, he was like circus performer good, right?
Yeah.
He could skate so much better than everybody else there. You know, like he could skate rings around everybody, and he could do things with the puck to make you look absolutely silly. You know, like if you tried to check him or take the puck away from him. And, you know, like, he's a fourth line mucker.
Yep.
So you can just imagine how good some of the superstars must be, right?
Could be a birdie.
And I've seen players who could, you know, like, literally shoot a puck into the roof of the net from the edge of the crease, right?
Oh, my aim was a little off.
And I have no idea what kind of a technique you'd have to master in order to be able to basically shoot a puck almost straight up.
That's how you do it.
But, you know, like stuff like that, or else you see them scoop the puck up off the ice and then bounce it off their stick in the air a couple of times, you know, in between plays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what, those guys are literally circus performer good at what they do, right? And like I said, I can kind of appreciate the skill that they have, even though, you know, like I played, you know, like kids hockey when I was a kid, right? But
Yep.
I still, you know enough about it to recognize a you know, master of the sport, right?
Yep.
And yeah, the way I see it is golf is not any different than any other professional level sport. You have to be basically, circus performer good at it. Like when you watch Phil hit a ball into a bunker wall while his back is to the green and the ball goes over his head behind him and lands on the green. Like,
where do you even learn to do that?
Yeah, like where did he even learn to do that?
Where do you even get the idea to try to do that?
Did he practice that?
Well, knowing Phil, probably. With all the trouble he gets into.
Yeah. Or else that one guy that I saw one time who had golf balls set up on all these like non-standard height tees, like all the way from a few inches off the ground to something that was like waist height.
Yep.
And he had an iron. I don't remember what iron he was using, but he just had an iron, and he was just easily swinging this iron with one hand, right? Like he obviously was a right-handed golfer.
Yep.
So he was holding the iron in his left hand and just kind of easily swinging it back and forth, and he was hitting these golf balls straight out into the middle of the fairway off of these various different height tees doing that.
Yep.
And it was just like the pendulum on a clock, right? He went and he made his first swing and hit the first ball on the lowest tee, and then he took a step forward, and while he was back, on the backswing, and then on his next swing he hit the ball on the next higher tee, and so on until he ended up hitting the ball off the waist height tee, and every ball went basically out into the same area.
Well, not only did he hit every ball, but every ball went out in the same area too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's hard enough to even hit a ball like that.
Yeah, I don't think I could even hit a ball like that.
No, I couldn't do that either. That'll be in the water, I think.
I don't know. He seemed pretty happy with it.
Oh wait, maybe this is a different hole. I thought that was a water there instead of a bunker. We just... I accidentally hit the replay, but I'll let it play anyways.
They have kind of...
Yeah, there's a bunker there.
Yeah, and some nasty looking rough there, but that's okay. That's a pretty tough putt by the looks of it, but...
It is, yeah. I hit it a little too hard.
Yeah, but anyway, that's what I found was, kind of funny, because especially, living in a city that has a professional hockey team, a lot of the people that you work with and stuff like that, they all have opinions on these various players.
Yep.
And they talk about how this player is dog shit and they should trade him away or whatever.
How can this player make millions of dollars a year?
If you ever went one-on-one with that player on the ice, he would make you look stupid, okay?
Yeah, he definitely would.
That player is not dog shit, okay? He is like basically 1 in a million.
Yep.
Even if he's a fourth line player that doesn't get as much ice time as the rest of the team, he still, talent-wise, is 1 in a million.
Yep. Yeah, even if your team is winless, the people on that team are still 1 in a million.
That's right. And actually, it was pretty funny. In the company that I worked for many years ago, the general manager of the company was a junior prospect for a professional, like for an NHL team.
Yeah.
And he never ended up getting signed, because I guess he wasn't quite that good. But talking to some of the guys that I worked with that played recreational hockey, and this guy was in his 50s at the time, and they said he made everybody look stupid.
Yeah. No kidding. Wow.
Like that's how much better he was at it, even at, like a relatively advanced age.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these guys that were playing hockey with him were in their like late 20s, early 30s.
Yep.
And he still made them look stupid.
Well, it just goes to show you, right?
Yeah.
Skill matters a ton.
Well, and also, like you have to be a really good skater to be considered to be for a professional career, right?
Yep.
And they said he literally, even when he was like, I think 53 or 54 years old, and he was skating rings around everybody else, right?
Yep.
Anyway, are you done for this episode?
I'm done for this episode. We got all our tournaments through. We even got Bloom a little bit of loyalty.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we will come back next time with maybe more challenge mode, or I don't know. Somebody wanted to see us play every back T course in the game, so I'm going to have to go through
Maybe we'll have to do another 2-player next time.
Yeah, maybe. I'll go through all the old episodes and see what back Ts we played, and if we missed a course or something like that, maybe we'll go back and address it.
Yeah.
All right, so until next time.
I'm Sandman99.
And I'm Rec5. Have a good one.